Have you ever wondered what triggered Australia's impressive economic growth? Let's take a journey back to the early 2000s. The world was witnessing a surge in commodity prices and a simultaneous rise in demand from emerging economies. At the heart of this global economic shift, Australia found itself uniquely positioned to capitalize on these trends, thus sparking the beginning of what we now know as the mining boom. The mining boom was a transformative era for Australia. It wasn't just about digging stuff out of the ground, it was about harnessing the country's rich natural resources to fuel its economic engine. The mining industry became a powerhouse, driving Australia's economic growth and reshaping its economic landscape. Consider this: the mining sector, which had previously been a relatively small part of Australia's economy, became a significant contributor to its GDP. But the impact of the mining boom went beyond just numbers. It created jobs, lots of them. Thousands of Australians found employment in the mining sector, which in turn stimulated other areas of the economy. Moreover, the mining boom also led to an increase in Australia's exports. As emerging economies, particularly in Asia, were industrializing and urbanizing at a rapid pace, their demand for raw materials skyrocketed. Australia, with its abundant natural resources, was more than capable of meeting this demand. This led to a significant increase in the value of Australia's exports, thereby boosting its economy further. But the mining boom was more than just a period of economic growth. It was a period of transformation. It was a time when Australia leveraged its natural resources to establish itself as a major player in the global economy. It was a time when Australia proved to the world that it was more than just a land of kangaroos and koalas. It was a land of opportunity and prosperity. The mining boom provided a solid foundation for Australia's economy, but it was just the beginning. But what happens when the boom fades? Did Australia's growth falter? Not at all. As the mining boom began to wane, Australia was already preparing for a strategic shift. The economy started transitioning from a mining-based model to a service-based one. It was a move that not only maintained but also spearheaded economic growth in the face of the mining boom's end. The service sectors in Australia, which include finance, healthcare, education, and tourism, saw a significant upswing. Let's take a closer look. The finance sector, for instance, experienced a surge. As the country's wealth grew, so did the need for financial services. From banking to insurance to investment services, healthcare too saw a rise. With an aging population and advancements in medical technology, the demand for healthcare services skyrocketed. Australia, with its robust healthcare system, was more than ready to meet this demand. The education sector also played a crucial role in this transition. Australia became a global hotspot for students offering world-class education and research opportunities. This not only boosted the economy directly but also led to indirect benefits, such as increased cultural exchange and a more skilled workforce. Tourism, another significant player, flourished. Australia's unique landscapes, vibrant cities, and rich cultural heritage became a magnet for international tourists. The influx of travelers contributed to the economy, creating jobs and stimulating local businesses. So the shift to a service-based economy was not a fallback plan, but a strategic move. It was a shift that balanced the scales, filling the gap left by the receding mining boom. It was an impressive demonstration of Australia's economic resilience and adaptability. These service sectors have become the new drivers of Australia's economy, consistently contributing to its GDP. Their growth has helped maintain economic stability, even in the face of global economic uncertainties. The transition to services was crucial in sustaining Australia's economic growth, but it wasn't the only factor. Stay tuned to find out what else played a pivotal role in Australia's economic journey. How did Australia manage to continue its economic growth in a globalizing world? This question brings us to the pivotal role of trade in the economic narrative of Australia. Trade has been the lifeblood of Australia's economy, acting as a catalyst for growth and prosperity. With its strategic geographical location, Australia has become a bridge between the East and the West, providing a lucrative opportunity for trade relations, particularly with Asia. This has allowed Australia to tap into the economic dynamism of fast-growing Asian economies, becoming an integral part of the Asian growth story. Australia's abundant natural resources have been another ace in its sleeve. The country's rich mineral wealth, including coal, iron ore, and gold, has made it a sought-after trading partner, supplying raw materials to fuel the industrial engines of other countries. Beyond its natural resources, Australia's skilled workforce has been a key factor in fostering strong trade relationships. The country's commitment to education and training has developed a workforce that is not only capable of extracting and exporting resources, but also providing high-value services, further diversifying Australia's trade portfolio. Trade agreements and economic partnerships have been instrumental in shaping Australia's trade landscape. These agreements have not only opened new markets for Australian goods and services but also introduced a wave of investments, technology, and ideas, fostering innovation and enhancing productivity. Australia's trade story is also marked by its adaptability. As global trade patterns shift and new opportunities emerge, Australia continues to evolve its trade strategies, seeking new markets and diversifying its trade base. This adaptability has been key to maintaining its economic resilience in a changing global landscape. In conclusion, trade has been a cornerstone of Australia's economic growth. It has enabled the country to leverage its strengths, seize global opportunities, and navigate economic challenges. It has fostered strong international relationships, driven economic diversification, and contributed to Australia's prosperity. Trade has played a significant role in Australia's economic story, contributing to its sustained growth. So where does Australia stand now, and what does the future hold? In the grand scheme of global economics, Australia has proven itself to be a resilient player. Despite the trials and tribulations of global economic downturns, Australia's economy has consistently shown a formidable ability to bounce back. The mining boom may have been a significant chapter in Australia's economic story, but the transition to services and the role of trade have demonstrated the country's capacity for adaptation and growth. Currently, Australia's economic health is robust. The transition from mining to services has been successful, creating new jobs and opportunities. Trade continues to be a major driving force, with Australia maintaining strong ties with key international markets. However, the future is not without its potential challenges and opportunities. Technological advancement is one such opportunity. As technology continues to evolve at an unprecedented rate, it opens up new avenues for economic growth. The digital economy is booming, and Australia has the potential to be at the forefront of this revolution. From fintech to e-commerce, the possibilities are endless. Climate change, however, presents both a challenge and an opportunity. On one hand, it threatens sectors like agriculture and tourism. On the other hand, it opens up opportunities for growth in renewable energy and sustainable practices. How Australia navigates this delicate balance will play a crucial role in its future economic trajectory. Geopolitical shifts, too, will play a significant role in shaping Australia's economic future. As the global power balance continues to shift, Australia will need to strategically align itself to maximize its economic potential. This could mean forging new trade alliances, investing in emerging markets, or re-evaluating its domestic policies. In conclusion, Australia's economic journey has been remarkable. The country has successfully navigated the mining boom, transitioned to a service-based economy, and leveraged trade for economic growth. But the journey is far from over. With challenges and opportunities like technological advancement, climate change, and geopolitical shifts on the horizon, Australia's economic story is still being written. Australia's economic journey has been remarkable, but the journey is far from over. To summarize, what are the key takeaways from Australia's economic growth story? For starters, we've examined the mining boom that served as a catalyst for the economic surge in Australia. The country's vast natural resources, particularly iron ore and coal, fueled a rapid expansion in the mining industry, driving significant economic growth. This boom period wasn't just about the extraction and export of resources. It also led to a proliferation of jobs, investments, and technological advancements, setting the stage for future development. Then, we looked at the transition to a service-based economy. As the mining boom began to taper off, Australia didn't just sit back and watch. Instead, it adapted, shifting its focus to the services sector. This was a strategic move that capitalized on the country's strong education system and skilled workforce. Sectors like healthcare, education, and financial services have since become vital contributors to Australia's economic stability. Our journey then took us to the role of trade in Australia's economy. The nation has always been a significant player in the global trade arena, but its strategic partnerships and trade agreements have allowed it to tap into new markets and diversify its economy even further. This strategy has not only boosted economic growth, but also built resilience against global downturns. Lastly, we discussed the current state and future prospects of Australia's economy. Despite the challenges posed by global events, the country has shown remarkable resilience. It continues to innovate and adapt, looking for new ways to drive growth. It's this ability to change and evolve that makes Australia's economic future look promising. Australia's economic growth story is not just about numbers and facts. It's a tale of adaptability, resilience, and strategic planning. It's about a nation that knows how to utilize its resources, adapt to changing circumstances, and always keep an eye on the future. Australia's economic growth story is a testament to the nation's resilience and adaptability. It's a story worth following.